right, let's hit the field.
It is Sunday, June 29th, and the Yankees were taking on the A's in Game 3 of a 3-game set, and it was the Jazz Chisholm Show, showcasing all of the tools today. Aaron Judge also showcasing the power. My recap and your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
All right. I just saw my ticker click over to 69,000, so thank you for 69,000 subscribers. Very nice. You know, yesterday it was June 28th, and when I was doing my intro for the postgame, I accidentally called it the 2028 season. That's how long yesterday's game felt. That 7-0 loss seemed to just drag on. But today, a much more enjoyable, much more watchable baseball game. Marcus Stroman on the mound for the first time since April 11th. I thought he was fine. He went 5 innings. I don't think many of us gave him much of a chance yesterday. And I posted on X this morning. I said, what do you expect from Marcus Stroman? And the response was basically this.
You can't win!
But he proved us wrong. Another storyline was the return of Luis Severino to Yankee Stadium. It went about as well as it did when he pitched against the Yankees in Sacramento. And the main stories today were that Jazz Chisholm showcased why the Yankees traded for him last year. He showcased the all-around ability on both sides of the ball. He hit a home run. He hit a triple. He looked great on defense, made a number of really good plays on defense. He had a couple of really great throws from third base, showing off the arm. Just a very athletic day. He also had a scary moment where he kind of check swung, and we'll talk about this more later, but I thought he was going to come out of the game. I thought we might not even see him again all year, but he stayed in the game. I don't know what the hell happened there. We'll find out. But anyway, he's been easing up on his swing. The 70% seems to be working. And also, Aaron Judge with a couple of long balls, home runs today. 30 on the year now. And Ian with the super chat, first super chat of the day, says, I've said it 30 times so far this year, and they're still not paying attention. So let me say it again. It's simple. Whatever he hits, he destroys. Crushed it. He hit 2 very long home runs today. Aaron Judge finally getting back into the swing of things.
All right, let's go.
Let's get to the recap. So both teams were quiet out of the gate, and then Jazz Chisholm in the bottom of the second got things started for the Yanks.
You like jazz?
You like jazz? He's got my favorite home run animation. 13th home run of the season. Solo shot. And you know what's funny? He hit it off the end of the bat. And since he wasn't using the torpedo bat, which he's given up since he's come back from the IL, if he had hit that with a torpedo bat, it would have probably broken the bat. Been maybe a weak ground ball to short or to second base or something like that, maybe a pop out. But with a regular bat, just enough meat on the bat to get out of the ballpark. He also made a fantastic 5-3 double play to end the third inning. And then smoked a 3-run bases-clearing triple to make it 4-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Then he used his legs to score on a ball that got past the catcher all the way to the backstop. He was tremendous all day defensively. He made a great play kind of up against the net in foul territory where it looked like it was kind of going to be either in the stands or he was going to have to make a acrobatic play, and he was able to pull it off. So the athleticism really came in today. And then he had that weird check swing where he kind of held his arm up like this, and then he immediately went down into the dugout and the clubhouse with the trainer, and I thought we were not going to see him again for the rest of the day, but he stayed in there. I don't get it. I don't know what happened. I want to hear from Aaron Boone what the situation was there. I mean, maybe he tore like his uniform or something. I don't know. But Bellinger scorched a double in the fourth inning. A little bit steeper launch angle, and that ball might have gone in the second deck. I mean, he absolutely crushed it. And then Aaron Judge brought him in.
All rise. Here comes
29th home run of the season for Aaron Judge. That made it 7-0 Yankees. 110-mile-an-hour exit velocity, 402 feet. Hanging slider from Severino. And again, not the first time that I have used that phrase on this podcast. Hanging slider from Severino. Stroman was solid. I'll spotlight him in a minute. And then big 3-run home run from Cody Bellinger to break it open. Brian Bashman says that Rice looked good behind the plate. Just saying. And yes, we got a couple of calls about Ben Rice and Austin Wells, which I will get to when we get to the voicemail section of the show right after the series preview. But yeah, Bellinger just been swinging a great bat. He was 3 for 5 today, just knocked the hell out of the ball. But I think that Willie says it best.
I'm willing to bet money that Bellinger just hit himself into not being in the lineup tomorrow.
Oh, Willie. Willie makes me laugh. But isn't that the truth? I mean, Boone likes to sit guys who are hitting the ball well. JT Brubaker stunk today, let the A's climb back into it, but Aaron Judge went deep again in the 7th, his second home run of the game, 30th of the season. And anytime that you've hit 30 home runs before July 1st, I think it's fair to say you're having an okay season. He is now hitting .356 with 30 home runs. He has 67 RBIs and a 1.180 OPS. Yeah, I think he's an all-star. I think he's going to be on my all-star ballot, which I have not filled out yet, but I will fill out in the next couple of days. I typically fill out one all-star ballot, right? And I don't vote for just Yankees. I'll vote for everybody depending on, the kind of year they have. And I'll level with you. I'm voting for Gleyber Torres at second base. I'm voting for him. I think he deserves it. He's had a good year. I'll vote for Juan Soto in the National League. He's turned it on lately. He's got 20 home runs. So, we'll see how it works out with the All-Star game, but Judge definitely going to be a starter. And hopefully coming out of his funk. There's going to be people who complain about his 2 home runs today because they weren't clutch. They weren't, big spots. But the most important thing is that he's hitting again, right? I mean, if we get him hitting, doesn't matter if he hits a 3-run home run in the 7th or the 2nd, he's putting runs on the board for you, and it makes the entire team better around him. Volpe got ejected in the 9th inning. First ejection of his career. So congratulations to Anthony Volpe. And you grown up and you grown up and you grown up. Finally, getting ejected for the first time. That's got to be fun. And then Peraza made a great play filling in for him in the 9th inning. If he could hit just a little bit, man, he'd be quite a player. But the Yankees take 2 out of 3.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
Aaron Gossage says he's already liking Rice behind the plate. I am too. Mary Beth says hot jazz. And look, if Rice continues to hit, and he was 0 for 2 today, he's going to continue to get reps, and that's going to mean that he takes at-bats away from not only Austin Wells behind the plate, but perhaps Goldschmidt at first base. Now, Goldschmidt hit the ball hard a couple of times, didn't have a lot to show for it, but neither one of those guys, Goldschmidt or Austin Wells, has really been doing too much with the bat recently. So I think there's room to get Rice at bats there. We got a couple of more super chats here from Franklin Lopez, who also called in. He says, even though we won this game, it still ticks me off that we lost games against the horrendous A's teams. Yeah, we've lost 2 games against them this year. And then we got another one here from Bronx Kid, says Jazz needs to lead off. I like his speed, but I'm not sure what his on-base percentage is. Let me see. I know the Yankees like to put guys in the leadoff spot who see a lot of pitches. I mean, it's .336. It's not great. What's Trent Grisham's, who's been leading off? What is his on-base percentage right now? He is at .346, so slightly better. And a lot of his on-base, honestly, has been home runs. So I guess that's fair to say for Jazz, too. He's got 13 home runs, and he missed a month. I mean, imagine if he didn't miss all that time. He might be coming up on 17, 18 home runs right now. So having a damn good year would not shock me if the Yankees try and ink him to an extension. He seems to add a lot of value to the team in a number of different ways. I like that he's willing to make adjustments. I like that he moves to third base, moves to second base, doesn't complain about it, just plays hard no matter where you put him, always hustling. And today, a really big day. And despite 2 home runs from Aaron Judge and a really nice return from Marcus Stroman, belt winner, Jazz Chisholm. And looking at the belt winners leaderboard, he has pulled into second place behind Max Fried, who has 7. Chisholm has 6. Rodon has 5. 4.5 for Judge, which is a surprise given his year. Grisham has 4. Dominguez 3. Warren 3. Schmidt 3. Ben Rice is 2.5. And then Escara, Yarbrough, and Wells all with 2. And then we got a number of guys with 1. Cabrera, Carrasco. Neither one of those guys probably going to get another one. Goldschmidt and Bellinger. And Cruz, surprised that Bellinger only has 1. I'd count on him having more in the second half here. Let's spotlight Marcus Stroman.
Pitcher spotlight.
And again, a lot of us doubted him. We didn't think that he could get it done. And I'm going to play this again because I love this soundbite. Thanks to Frankie for sending this.
You can't win.
That's exactly how I felt. But Stroman proved us wrong. He took advantage of an aggressive A's team. He moved the ball in and out. He threw a strike on the first pitch of the game. I thought that was going to be the high point for him, honestly. But, he worked out to a good start. Yankees got some offense, run support, which allowed him to, mix and match and not have to take chances. He did serve up a home run in the 5th inning, but he got through 5. Final line, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks, and just 1 strikeout. And his ERA drops to 8.10. Still not great. Through 74 pitches, topped out at 90.9 miles an hour. So, got to give him a nice performance. Good job. Like Ed Harris at the end of Apollo 13. Good job. Good job. All right, let's go to the series recap. So the Yankees traded a couple shutouts with the A's in the first 2 games. I thought Will Warren was solid. Clark Schmidt had his streak snapped, unfortunately, at 28 1/3, I believe. Jazz Chisholm putting on a show, had a good series. Hopefully he's okay. I want to know the issue was with that weird, check swing thing. Somebody says we need to add, you did it. Adrian, I did it. Yeah, I got to get that one too. I actually just redid a bunch of my sounds today. So, we'll see. With the game, while the game was on, I added a bunch of them back in. Not all of them. We still don't have the meatballs, but we would have if it had been a different kind of day for Clark Schmidt. But the Yankees, for Marcus Stroman. But the Yankees take 2 out of 3. Luis Severino did not look good, and Judge, maybe he's breaking back out of it. So now the Yankees go north, and they will take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And look, I am not going to take the Blue Jays lightly. They are 44-38. I think they were winning the last time I checked today. I didn't get the final score. I'm going to double check here. So they might have won. Yeah, they won today. So they're 45-38. They beat the Red Sox 5-3. They have not announced their starting rotation for the series. Vladdy, he's having a decent year. He's in 280. He's got 11 home runs, 40 RBIs, and 300 at-bats. But is that really worth $500 million? I don't think so. I think they're paying there just to keep him, he makes sales on merchandise and things like that. But I don't think that contract is necessarily going to be worth it in terms of statistics. Bo Bichette having a good year, hitting .274, 11 home runs, 49 ribbies. There was a time where the Yankees couldn't play the Blue Jays without Bichette absolutely destroying them, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Alejandro Kirk hitting .315. George Springer has 11 home runs, but their pitching has not been great. Jeff Hoffman, somebody the Yankees were linked to this winter, 5.13 ERA. Jose Barrios and Chris Bassett are having okay years. Kevin Gossman is pitching okay, but Judge owns him. And again, I have not seen any starters announced for that series for the Blue Jays, but the Yankees are going to run their top 4 out there. They got Rodon, Fried, Warren, and Clark Schmidt going in those 4 games. So the top 4 are going against the Blue Jays. So I think the Yankees can win this series.
Reaction.
And I feel like 3 out of 4 is not unreasonable if you get good pitching. So let's get to some voicemails here.
Hey, Derek, it's Franklin Lopez here. Watching the game, 7th inning's about to start. And what are your thoughts on this? When is it safe to start saying that Austin Wells' job may be in jeopardy due to the fact that Ben Rice is doing a very well job and he's in catching-wise in his first 3 games. Also, he's pretty much batting way better than Austin Wells. So we can see probably Austin Wells being moved in the trade deadline. Maybe not, because it's still early for Rice. But either at the trade deadline or at the end of the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Cashman to move him. I mean, we've made some strange trades before. Jordan Montgomery for Harrison Bader stands out. But I think they like Austin Wells. And I think next year they've got Ben Rice penciled in as their first baseman. You know, teams don't just think about this year. They think about next year, right? And they're looking at Ben Rice as a guy who basically for the league minimum, maybe slightly more, can hit 30 home runs next year as your first baseman, maybe drive in 85 runs. And, you know, right now, he doesn't necessarily have a full-time position because you've got Wells and you've got Goldschmidt and you've got Stanton at the DH spot a lot of days. And I just can't see them dealing Austin Wells. But, you know, stranger things have happened. Got a call here from Eddie when Loizaga got put in the game. Johnny Lasagna's biggest fan.
Yeah, hey, Derek, this is old Eddie, and it's the top of the 6th here or something, and we got meatballs and lasagna coming in with the bases loaded and 1 out. I am holding my breath that they survived this game.
Well, they did, so congrats to meatballs and lasagna. All right, here's Mo.
Derek, Smo. Very happy right now with this team. You know, up 7-0. Severino just got taken out. What a bum. And yeah, I wanted to call in saying Ben Rice reminds me a lot of Anthony Rizzo. He's getting hit with a lot of pitches. Also, he's a first baseman, but like just the way he gets hit by a lot of pitches, like the leg out. He's always having his leg out and stuff, just like Rizzo did. You know, set a record for hit by pitches, I believe. And
yeah, I mean, he likes to get up in on the plate and challenge the pitcher to come in on him because he's got quick hands, right? They used to say, a lot of hitting coaches used to teach this. I don't have my bat, but I'll use a pen as like a substitute for a bat. Bring your hands to the ball, right? So basically take your bottom hand and it's almost like a optical illusion. Just go straight down, almost linear to the ball. And what that does, it trails the bat head behind, and then it kind of snaps the bat head into place. And that seems to be Ben Rice's approach at the plate. He's very hands to the ball, likes to open up and kind of turn on that inside pitch. Yeah, that's going to get you hit by a pitch occasionally when you're that close to the plate and challenging pitchers. Got a call here about Grisham.
Hi, Derek. This is Ray in upstate New York, northern New York, way up there. I think it's time to shake this team up. I have an idea. We should trade Trent Grisham because we got him for just this year. Who knows if he's going to sign with us next year? He probably won't, or whatever. And maybe get rid of Austin Wells, and maybe even somebody else, for a pitcher or a third baseman.
Be interesting to see what the Yankees do at the deadline. I've speculated a lot on it. I'm inclined to believe that they're going to prioritize the bullpen, getting a few arms, but you wouldn't mind one more bat, right? I'm not super confident in DJ LeMahieu, either in his ability or his ability to stay healthy. And I wouldn't mind moving Jazz back to second base because I thought he looked better there. But today you saw the athleticism and the arm, two reasons why the Yankees really, really like him over there. So hey, it is what it is. We've got, we got a lot of people here in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Got a quick ad and then back with your...
Kratz, real question for you. So I'm in Arena Club and I opened up a slab pack. I pulled a Wyatt Langford auto rookie card. I got an immediate offer from Arena Club. I turned it down. It was in the mid 300s range. I've gotten a few offers since. Thoughts on Wyatt? Should I hold on?
I saw it. I didn't see it when you ripped the pack, but it looks so sick with everything around it and how it's spinning in your showroom. That John looked nice. But no, you shouldn't sell it. Maybe wait till he makes an all-star or two, and all of a sudden that 300 goes up, and you're going to get another instant offer right away on Arena Club.
That's right. Buy, sell, trade. Slab packs are there for you too, to rip a pack. And for me, I'm just leaving it in the showroom for now. I'm deciding what I'm going to do with it. But if I did want to sell it, then I can get myself another slab pack or buy a card that I want to buy. Get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/Val. Use code FOUL.
All right. Joe Higashi says, yeah, why isn't Jazz at second? Well, when he came back, DJ had already come back and was playing okay at second base. And so they decided to move Jazz to third. I think personally that Jazz was much better at second base. Even though he looked good over there today, I just think that range-wise, much better at second base. Val in NY says, I don't need to see Boo Baker anymore. He can't pitch for nothing. Brian Bashman says, sold, Kratz. So you know what's funny? I got a couple of those slab packs from Arena Club, and I opened some cards up, and they were really, really valuable cards. And I really don't collect. I have a few cards, but I got immediately like some offers for them, and I made like $200, like $200 profit in just a couple of days. So that was nice. But yeah, you can make some money off Arena Club if you do it. So anyway, Matt Stan says, great channel. Got me tuning in at the end of every game. Appreciate that. Take the next step. Become a member. Call into the show. Check out NYYDesigns.shop. All that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I am getting hungry, so I'm going to grab myself a bite to eat, and we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to have pregame and postgame before the Toronto Blue Jays. So pregame show probably around 6 p.m. I'm going to do it an hour before the game tomorrow, so a little bit late, but get your voicemails in. We're going to make it voicemail-centric, so that has a little bit of runtime. But until then, I'll catch you next time. If you made it this far, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join our community. You can also be a part of the show by calling in at 718-899-1068. Also, part of the way that we maintain and fund all of this is through NYYDesigns.shop. Check it out now. Get all sorts of fun Yankees merch, hats, hoodies, zip-ups, beanies, mugs, you name it. We've got it. Check it out, NYYDesigns.shop. And check out Pinstripe Territory on all your favorite podcast platforms. We are the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We're here for post-game shows after every single game, and we're here before a lot of games to talk about the game, preview the lineup, the pitching matchups, and things like that. And we're here all off-season to talk about the latest in Yankees rumors, news, etc. Join our community. We'll see you next time.